So we obviously need another addition to the BlueBeard issue. Here's a picture of what we're working with now. And what we did was we moved this eye over to here and we flipped it. But as you can see, I guess I have to zoom in a little bit with the zoom tool. As you can see, we can, gotta get the right tool here. We can make this a little bigger, and you can see there's a line here and a line here, and it's sort of squared off, or in your case probably a circle. Doesn't look exactly right. It looks pretty good if you zoom out, but doesn't look exactly right. There is a way to fix this, and this is the way to do it. This is the layer I'm working on. This is the eye. If I close this off, you can see it's the old eye left. But what I'd like to do is I would like to use both these layers, because right now I can't use the clone stamp tool or the blur tool or any other tools, because this particular section is on this layer and the rest of the face is on this layer underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make both layers visible, and then I'm going to hold down the Shift button or Shift key and click on this. Now I have two layers selected at once. What I'm going to do is make these two layers into one layer, and I do this by going to Layer, Merge Layers. As you can see, it's Apple E. Now before you do this, I would save it, even with the messed up area over here. So I'm going to come back to the layer. I have both of these selected. I'm going to merge the layers. Now this layer is the same. I still have the background layer, so you can see that I fixed up the eye, but now I'm going to try to fix up the eye a little better. I'm going to close off this layer so I don't see it. And now I'm going to make this larger by clicking and making it magnified. And now I'm going to go to the let's see, I have to find it. It's the blur tool, which is right here where the hand is, right under the paint bucket. Now click on the blur tool, and don't forget you can make this larger or smaller. The brush, right now mine's at 45, and I want to have it soft edge. Close that up, and now I can blur it and get rid of some of that demarcation line back and forth and up and down of all of it. And I want to make sure that the bracket key will make my brush a little smaller. And at the same time, I can go back to the clone stamp tool and pick something here and sample it, and maybe, make it a little bit better in terms of, how it looks. I possibly have gone too far with that, but you get the idea. I'm going to get rid of some of that anyway. Let's see what it looks like with the normal magnification. Got a little mess here, but the fact that I have these two layers now merged means that I can really get into it a little bit and make it look better. I'm going to just touch this up because it's really bothering me. And when people work on these things, I have to tell you, they can work on them for hours and hours on end just to get them exactly the way they want them. And I know you're not going to take that much time on it, but you can see, got to do the healing. See, I could keep playing around with this for a long time. The healing brush tool. And all this can go and come back. So let's go back to the zoom back out, and now you can see looks pretty good. That line that I was looking at before certainly is gone. So that's it. Good luck with it, and we'll see you in the next presentation.